Day. Friends, the title of this video is not clickbait. The Australian Banking Association, AUSTRAC and individual banks right across the country have been issuing direct guidance to their customers and specifically to older Australians about things they are now telling people to stop doing. Not suggestions, not tips, formal warnings backed by the banking industry and by federal regulators. I went through all of it carefully and I decided this needs to be talked about plainly because most people either haven't seen these warnings or they saw them and didn't take them seriously enough. Everything I'm covering today applies to anyone who gets the age pension paid into a bank account, visits a branch, or uses an ATM. That's essentially every retiree in Australia. Watch until the end and pass this on to someone you know, because this information is genuinely worth having. Before we get into it, subscribe to this channel right now and turn on the bell, and I'll explain why that actually matters here. The scams I'm covering today are not the same ones from 2 years ago. The crypto ATM scheme, the safe account trick, the remote access software con, these are active in 2026, documented by AUSTRAC and the Australian Federal Police. And most people have no idea they exist until someone they know loses everything to one of them. What I do on this channel is track exactly this kind of information, new threats, new rules, new protections, and bring it to you in plain language before it becomes a problem for you or someone you love. The people who are subscribed find out in time. The ones who aren't tend to find out after the money is already gone. That's the whole difference. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and let's get into it. Let me start with the one that regulators are most alarmed about, because the numbers are genuinely shocking. That's the government's financial crime watchdog. Looked at who was actually using crypto ATMs in this country, those machines in shopping centres and service stations that turn your cash into Bitcoin. What they found was this. Australians over the age of 50 accounted for nearly 3/4 of all the money going through those machines. People aged 60 to 70 were the single most targeted group. So in March 2025, AUSTRAC stepped in and from the 3rd of June 2025, it became law that crypto ATMs cannot take or pay out more than $5,000 in cash per transaction. They must display scam warnings on the screen and they must check your identity properly. The regulator put those limits in place for one reason: to slow down a scam that was emptying retirees' life savings. Here's how that scam works, and rule number 1 comes straight out of it. Never, under any circumstances, take cash out of your bank and feed it into a crypto machine because someone told you to. You'll get a call, a text, or an email from someone claiming to be the tax office, Centrelink, your bank, or the police. They'll tell you your account has been compromised, or you owe money, or your identity has been stolen, and your savings need to be protected right now. They sound official. They often know your name and some of your details. Then they direct you to withdraw cash and deposit it into a crypto ATM, and they tell you this is the only safe way to protect your money. The moment that cash goes into the machine, it is gone. It cannot be reversed, it cannot be traced, and it cannot be recovered. The real tax office, the real Centrelink, and the real police will never, ever tell you to move your money into cryptocurrency. Not once. Not under any circumstances. Not under any circumstances. Rule number 2 is the close cousin of that one, and in Australia, it's the single most common bank scam there is. It's called the safe account scam. Someone rings claiming to be from your bank's fraud team. They say they've spotted suspicious activity, and to keep your money safe, you need to transfer it to a new secure account they've set up for you. This is always a scam. Write this down and say it out loud if you have to. Your bank will never ask you to move your money to a safe account. There is no such thing. If anyone asks you to do that, hang up, wait a few minutes, and ring your bank yourself, using the number on the back of your own card, not any number the caller gives you. Now, here's some good news, because the banks have actually built a new tool to help you with exactly this. Under the industry's Scam Safe Accord, every bank in Australia has rolled out something called Confirmation of Payee. As of early 2026, it's live across more than 80 banks and credit unions. Here's what it does. The first time you pay a new person or business, after you type in their name, their BSB, and their account number, the system checks whether that name actually matches the account. If it doesn't match, you get a warning before you hit send. The campaign slogan is, check the name, spot the scam. So if you ever go to make a payment and the name doesn't match, stop. Do not send it. That warning exists precisely to catch a scammer in the act. One bank alone reported hundreds of thousands of payments abandoned after a no-match warning. Rule number 3. Your card never leaves your hands at an ATM. Not to a stranger offering to help, not to anyone. Here's why this matters more than people realize. A device called a skimmer, and its newer version called a shimmer, can copy everything off your card in under 3 seconds of contact. A shimmer is thin enough to sit hidden inside the card slot and read the chip itself. You wouldn't see it, you wouldn't feel it. 3 seconds of someone else holding your card is enough. If you're having trouble at the machine, go inside and ask a uniformed staff member at the counter, never a stranger in the queue. And if your cash doesn't come out after the screen says the transaction was successful, do not walk away. Criminals have been caught fitting traps inside the cash slot that hold your notes back. Stay at the machine and ring your bank straight away. Rule number 4, cover the keypad every single time you enter your PIN, even if you think no one is watching. There have been documented cases of tiny cameras and mirrors fitted near ATM keypads to capture PINs from people who believed they were completely alone. And when a staff member helps you at the counter, they are required by bank policy to look away while you enter your PIN. That's not just courtesy, it's protocol. If they don't look away, you are completely within your rights to say, please turn away while I enter my PIN. Rule number 5, your phone and your computer stay in your control, and you never let anyone you don't know guide you into installing software. This is the remote access scam, and it's huge in Australia. Someone claiming to be from your bank, your phone company, or a tech support line tells you there's a problem and they need to connect to your device to fix it. They get you to install an app, often one called AnyDesk or TeamViewer, that hands them complete control of your screen. Once they're in, they can watch you log into your banking and move your money while you sit there believing you're being helped. No legitimate bank or government agency will ever ask you to install software so they can access your device. If anyone asks, hang up. Rule number 6, read before you sign and never let anyone rush you. This one happens at the desk inside the branch, with a friendly staff member sliding papers across at a pace that makes you feel rude for slowing down. You are never required to sign anything you haven't read. The important things live in the fine print. The important things live in the fine print. If you're being hurried, just say, I need a moment to read this. No legitimate bank can make you sign without reading. And if someone pushes back, ask for the manager. And if a fee or a service you don't recognize turns up on your statement, ring the bank and ask whether you ever authorized it. One more thing genuinely worth doing. If you ever feel you've been treated unfairly by your bank or you've lost money and you're not getting anywhere, you can take it to the Australian Financial Complaints Authority, AFCA. It's free, it's independent, and you can ring them on 1800 931 678 or find them at afca.org.org. And it's worth asking your own bank whether they offer a trusted contact or a third-party arrangement where you nominate a family member the bank can ring if they notice something unusual on your account. That person can't touch your money or move anything. There's simply someone the bank can alert if something looks wrong. So here's the summary. Never move cash into a crypto ATM because someone told you to. No real agency will ever ask that. Your bank will never ask you to move money to a safe account. That's always a scam, so hang up and ring the number on your own card. Use the new confirmation of payee warning. If the name doesn't match, don't send it. Your card never leaves your hands at an ATM. Cover the keypad every time. Never let a stranger talk you into installing software on your phone or computer. And read everything before you sign, because slowing down is your right. If you think you've been targeted or you've handed over information, ring the Services Australia Scams and Identity Theft Help Desk on 1800 941 126. Report the scam at scamwatch.gov.au and ring your own bank straight away using the number on the back of your card. A quick note, this is general information to help you stay safe, not personal financial advice. And the rules and figures here are current as of mid-2026. If you're ever unsure about a call or a message, the safest move is always to hang up and contact the organization. The safest move is always to hang up and contact the organization yourself using a number you've looked up independently. Subscribe, share this with someone you know who gets the age pension. And I'll see you in the next one.